You can't outrun the wolf, kid!
Yeah, we'll see about that.
నీళ్ళు నీళ్ళు పడుతున్నాయి కెమెరా చూస్తే.
Yes, Paul Giamatti and his stuntman in the last part of that clip. For that, we'll cross the border, so to speak, from Old Mexico into one of our western sets. We're entering 6 Points, Texas. All of our famous movie cowboys have made it through here at one time or another. Talking about guys like John Wayne, Jimmy Stewart, and Clint Eastwood. Right now, we'll take a look at one of our more recent productions shot here at 6 Points.
This town ain't big enough for the both of us, Jimmy Fallon.
Well, I ain't going anywhere, Jimmy Fallon.
Now look here. Nice folks in this tram don't want no trouble. They just want to check out 6 Points, one of the oldest sets on the Universal lot.
I hear this is where John Wayne and Jimmy Stewart shot a few of their westerns.
That's right. That's where I aim to shoot you.
Looks like we got ourselves a Mexican standoff. Lucky shot.
Now what say you mount up and get out of town while the getting's good?
All right. Well, I'll see you again, fella.
Well, you can count on it, fella. Again.
This is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
We just have to talk it out, that's all.
Now the area gets the name 6 Points, Texas because many, many years ago, in our silent filmmaking days, we could shoot 6 different movies in here at the same time. We would just dress each street to like a different town. Each street had its own bank, its own sheriff's station, its own saloon, and its own hotel. Didn't have to worry about sound bleeding over from one production to the next. Again, early on, we didn't record sound, so it worked quite well. These days, 6 Points, Texas sits fairly quiet. Usually, most of the filming done out here now is done by the New York Film Academy. Some of the filmmakers of tomorrow will come home their craft on the Universal back lot. As we make our exit, we'll take a look at a few of our famous stars. And we continue our little trek through the back lot. We're going to be making our way into our European sets, affectionately known as Little Europe. The first 3 Disney Pirates of the Caribbean movies with Johnny Depp. They shot a few scenes in Little Europe. One of the most recent productions to have shot here, a new show on NBC called State of Affairs, starring Katherine Heigl. Also note about Little Europe, it's a lot of our famous movie monsters got their big breaks back in the 1930s and 40s. Guys like Frankenstein's monster, Wolfman, and Dracula prowled these streets. Take a look back in time at a few of our famous creepy crawlers.
When you think of Universal, we think of monsters.
Dracula, Frankenstein,
Wolfman, Bride of Frankenstein, The Mummy,
The Hunchback of Notre Dame,
The Invisible Man,
Phantom of the Opera.
classic films. They're just brilliantly made.
That Frankenstein image,
Flathead, Bolt.
it's one of the great icons of the world. That to me was like the essence of the Universal horror film.
And I was just mesmerized by this movie.
Boris Karloff, Lon Chaney.
I remember the original Universal Studios Mummy movie really scaring me. They still ring in our memories now, and we love them.
Not only did our movie monsters prowl the streets of Little Europe, but, well, sometimes they were chased. Now, who would chase monsters? Well, groups of angry villagers.
The monster, he's in the woods. Get out of the battle. Raise all the men you can, lock the women indoors, and wait for me. I'm ready! Take your torches and go!
Why don't you shoot him?
Now, you see, this guy right here thinks he's on the up and up. She said, why don't you shoot him? And the villager there's got a, I don't know, shotgun or something. Here comes Frankenstein's monster barreling down the street. But what this poor guy does not know is that in his spare time, Frankenstein's monster doing a little training in martial arts. Take a look. Good job. Down he goes. Now, as we start to move forward here a little bit, things are going to be getting a little bit modern. We have an outdoor stage, a fence, and a lovely ranch-style home here.